It includes a use of a lot of media. It includes dramatic linkage to the real world so that students understand why it's going on. It includes a lot more time spent in learning. It includes a better connection, relationship with the adults. Think about it, it's really insane when we think of a junior high. When I worked in a junior high with 2,500 students, when to take that many adolescents and put them in a building surrounded by a fence, lock the gates, and expect learning to occur. That just doesn't make sense.
So what would you do instead?
I've thought a lot about that, and it depends on where you are geographically. In a metropolitan area like Los Angeles, Chicago, any large city, I would rather see small groups of students, maybe 10 students linked to a teacher or two, and the community becomes their classroom. And I believe that that kind of thing can take place. Certainly when I was a principal and superintendent, we had students over 300 a year out into the community, working hand in hand with scientists or city planners or you name it, and they had the opportunity to go out and work. And then when they did come back to a classroom, they understood what they needed, they understood why we were teaching what we were teaching, and they were more motivated and open to learning that.
Do you think that'll ever actually happen?
I don't. I hate to sound cynical, but it's such a move away from the past. And for those parents whose children are in what are seen as successful schools, they don't want to touch what they know worked for them. Um, and the commitment, the resources, um, the moving away from warehousing young people and allowing them to explore in the community, I think is just far too frightening for the average American.
So what's it going to take for us to wake up and actually do something dramatic that solves this issue?
I'm afraid that it may be the same thing we talk about with alcoholics. They have to hit bottom first. And I see us as the proverbial frog in the pot of water, and the heat's being turned up, and it's getting close to boiling, and we don't feel it. And we're seeing an impact in the economy. We're seeing an impact in the quality of students that are moving on to higher education. Um, we're not seeing that thoughtful individual in large enough numbers that really understand the future they're about to face, understand the underpinnings of democracy. I believe that our whole democracy is at risk at this point.